this cruise ship. This MSC experience has been so positive and unbelievable. We took 2 MSC cruises back to back, Northern Europe and Canary Islands. On the MSC Euribia, our ports were Zeebrugge, Belgium, Le Havre, France, Hamburg, Germany, Rotterdam, Holland, La Coruna and Cadiz, Spain, Casablanca, Morocco, Madeira Island, Portugal, Las Palmas de Gran Canary, Spain, Santa Cruz de Tenerife, Spain, Arrecife de Lanzarote, Spain, Lisbon, Portugal, and Southampton, England. And I'll tell you everything there is to know about this cruise ship and the ports. We got on the cruise ship in Zeebrugge, Belgium. We were dropped off right in front by the taxi, and this cruise port was so easy to navigate, and I'm surprised at how easy everything was, and there was really no crowds. All documents were checked here in this building. Then we made our way to the shuttle, and we were driven to the ship because it's a really long distance to walk. Wow. Look at this place. Wow. This is a beautiful ship. We just got on the MSC Euribia, and this was the most seamless, easy embarkation on any ship that we've ever done. There were no lines, no nothing. This ship is beautiful so far. We're gonna hit the buffet and then explore the ship. The stairs on this ship are made of Swarovski crystals. They're quite stunning. This ship was very easy to navigate, haha, pun intended. And it had artwork and just designs on the walls, and it was very elegant, yet casual.
I'm gonna go outside for a second.
Sure. Do we push or does it open? Wow. That's a big pool, actually.
Yeah.
We were surprised at how big the areas outside were. The pool was quite large, larger than any we had ever seen on a cruise ship. It's pretty standard to hit the buffet while you're waiting for your room to get ready. We're going to the marketplace. That is the buffet. They have nice hand washing stations that are private. That's kind of cool. So I'll do the food first. Let me just say, they had everything. They had a mozzarella station where they made fresh mozzarella. They had every kind of sweet, pastry, dessert. They had special stations for Indian food and Asian food. They had different theme nights. I did not get as much footage as I wanted to, but they had everything. This is a whole vegan station. They had vegetarian. They had meat. They had everything. And even in the dining rooms, the food on this ship was phenomenal. I'll show you some of the specialty dining, some bars and lounges, and the chocolate store, which I loved. This was their display for the seafood night. I've never been so impressed as to the food on this ship. There is such a variety, and it will meet anybody's taste buds and dietary restrictions. Okay, here we are. Well, this is a pretty room. Oh, it's kind of spacious because it has all this room here. So this is a nice room. This is an inside cabin, and it's got a lot of room here in the middle, which is different from all the other American ships we've gone on. They were kind of more cramped. How's the cabinet space?
Good.
Where is the bathroom in this little room? It's right near the front door. Oh, it's actually a bit spacious. Well, that's a nice, oh my gosh, honey. This is a really big shower compared to what they normally are.
Oh,
wow. This is really nice. This is like basically a full-size bathroom with a very large shower. So right by the door, they have the do not disturb and the make up my room. So you don't have to hang a tag outside.
Oh, look, they have that for the jackets here, actually.
Oh, good.
That's
Nice,
better.
yeah. They also give you a coffee pot and teas and instant coffee, a ice bucket. Oh, and they have a mini bar. But, of course, you have to pay for that. At least we do. We don't have a drink package or anything. And the electrical plugs, yay! They have the American plugs, which is awesome. And they have the European plugs, which is also awesome. And under the lamp here, they have USB, the old USB, not the USB-C, I forget what they're called, but just the older USBs. And nice room overall. The Euribia gallery was the illuminated LED light display that was on the promenade. It was always changing. Everything starts on deck 7. You've got the promenade, the elevators, it's your central location. It's really, really pretty here. This is a beautiful ship. There's the chocolate store. Looks like a nice bar there. Wow. The ceiling is quite beautiful. Oh, here's the teppanyaki restaurant. Oh, how pretty it is. Look at this. Wow. This is also an extra cost. So the atrium is beautiful. It's the beginning of the promenade on all of the different levels, 5, 6, and 7. And of course, this is where you see the beautiful crystal staircases. And it was still decorated for Christmas. And then while we were on the ship, they took the decorations down. Right off the atrium is the champagne bar. Ooh, here's a pretty bar.
It's a champagne bar.
Oh, there's the name. Cool. Oh, look at this view. How beautiful. There's the reception desk and a couple of bars and a beautiful stage. Now we're approaching the Green Orchard restaurant. This is the fine dining restaurant that we're assigned to. And what's really nice about this ship is that we're assigned to the restaurant and the table and the time. So we never have to wait in line. We always come directly to our table. We'll have all the same servers. It's really wonderful. It's a really good experience. And the food was excellent, and the service was 5-star. It really was. Aurora Borealis was the other fine dining room. You could go to either if you didn't have a reservation. Even though it was full on most evenings, we always had a seat, and the food was excellent. I mentioned the Galleria Euribia earlier. It runs the full length of the promenade. It was always different and always changing. There was a light show almost every night, and it was phenomenal. These LED light shows were just beautiful. Here's another grill. Oh, this is the steakhouse. L'Atelier des Voyageurs. That is also not included in the package. That's extra. Here is the Luxury Plaza. Here's the crepes and gelato shop. We tasted it and it was delicious gelato, but it was not included in the package. It's an extra charge. Here's the excursion desk, which is a good place for, here it's right on the promenade, so that's nice. What in the world is this?
Chocolate.
This is chalk. Oh my God, is this the chocolate shop? Oh my. Jean-Philippe, chocolate and cafe, wow. Jean-Philippe's. They had a full coffee bar and you could get espresso or cappuccinos or whatever. Also, they had the most amazing hot chocolate, which you could buy as well. Oh, they show how to make the chocolate. Amazing. These are sculptures made of chocolate as well. Wow. Here's the TV studio bar. This was used for a muster station, and the tours would gather here before they left the ship. This was the Masters of the Sea bar. It had live music every night and dancing. It looked really fun. And here's Euribia Boutique. So it's a little mall, it looks like, with different stores in it. You know, the watches, the purses, all the usual stuff on a cruise ship. Here's the theater. We have to come into our muster station here, I think. Right, our muster station is there. At 5:30, we have to muster. So here is the bamboo pool on the 15th deck. This is a covered pool, which is nice. And I think they keep the water pretty warm. And of course, there's a bar at every pool. And then this pool leads right into the outdoor pool. They're both on the same deck. It's a really, really large pool deck. I'm surprised, right? It's really big. They had a decent-sized casino in this ship. And like anywhere else on this ship, it was beautifully decorated. The entry to the casino is adorable. Look at this floor. It's almost scary to walk on. Oh my gosh. Looks like plenty of gambling space for people who want to gamble. We don't gamble. We don't do casinos. But it's really pretty in here. Oh, an electronic fireplace. Oh, this is a nice bar. The Carousel. We later found out that the Carousel bar had the best entertainment, live music, orchestra. It was amazing and a beautiful, beautiful venue with great acoustics. This boat is huge, except it doesn't feel huge because I think there's so much space on it. Look at how big this place is.
This is the end of the ship.
Oh, it is humongous, this bar in this room. Wow. They have all of this beautiful electronic decoration everywhere. It's so pretty. So this is the little guide, and it changes languages. Look, Dutch, Italiano, English. I think that is wonderful. We've never seen that on a ship before that changes like that, have we? There's also GPS. We're trying to find out where we go now. And what is this? Touch here. Oh, look at all the tours and daily programs. It's like a giant menu. That's so cool. Here's the MSC gift shop. It's where you find all things MSC. That's our ship. On sea days, they had different entertainment in the promenade, little shows and things. They were pretty fun to watch. I'll cover the other entertainment and shows a little bit later on. Our first port was Le Havre, but depending on where you boarded the ship, any of the others could be your first. We're in the port of Le Havre, France, and the port is very porty, and it's a little bit away from the city center, but they're loading all the food and stuff down below onto the ship. And we will take a shuttle that's offered by the cruise ship for €12 per person. It drops you in the city center. It runs every 25 minutes. It's really the best way to go. It's not that expensive. We just got off the boat. Now we are going to the shuttle to take us to city center. This is the line to security for the people who are boarding the boat here at this destination. It's a nice little terminal. Got coffee and juice if you wanted a coffee or juice. Ooh. Le Havre cruise terminal. There's our ship. It's a big one. So the bus drops you off right here in city center, and we are going to go explore it. One thing you should definitely know is that from Le Havre, from the boat, they offer trips to Paris, and they're 3 hours each way. So you're spending 6 hours on a bus to go to Paris for a couple hours. I don't think that's worth it. We're not doing that, but we're gonna explore this little town and let you know how it is. It's supposed to be lovely. Also from the ship, they offer a tour to Mount Saint Michel. It's that little island that sits all by itself, and you cross over through the water at low tide to go visit the castle or whatever. But that's also 3 hours each way. That's just too long. Rent a car and go do that another time. So we walked around Le Havre for a little while, saw some of the sights. It's a small town, it's not huge. It was really cold because we were there in January, but it was lovely. Then back to the bus stop and back to the terminal. Be sure to watch for the videos of all these cruise destinations. Here at MSC Euribia, that's our boat and our shuttle. Getting on and off this ship was super easy every time. Bit of rainy weather here. We're at the back of the ship here. Looks like there's another pool, and there's a bar. And a jacuzzi. Here's a basketball court and soccer and a little kids area here. I think this is where they do the kids clubs if you leave your child. This is our ship made of Lego. That's so cool. There's the slide on top. Wow, that's something, huh? Here we are in the Sky Lounge. The view in the Sky Lounge was really beautiful. It was a mellow place, a great place to just relax if you wanted somewhere different to go on the ship. This is the view from the Sky Lounge. It's like the highest lounge on the ship. Wow, it's very pretty. In Le Havre. A beautiful sunset to end our day in Le Havre, France. It was really nice. Southampton port is one of the easiest ports. I only have this picture in the evening, sorry about that. But from that port, you can walk about 15 minutes to the train station, and then you can take a train which takes about an hour to get to London. The station is Southampton Central. You get off at London Waterloo. And make sure that you take the direct train, because there's a train that stops and is really slow and takes a long time. But the train you want will take about an hour, and there's actually a ticket booth with a human being, so you can go to the booth and make sure you have the right ticket. And as you see, you can spend the day in London and you have plenty of time to go back to the ship. The main excursion offered is a 2.5 hour each way trip to London. And we did it on the train for about €50. Great port in Southampton, super easy to maneuver. Back on the ship, the main theater had a variety of shows that you could watch. I mean, we were on the boat for 30 days, so we pretty much saw everything. And they were okay. I mean, they were not bad. It was good entertainment. We've been on ships that had amazing entertainment before. However, it was something to do, and it was enjoyable. The absolute best entertainment was here in the Carousel Lounge. I'm telling you, these shows, the singers, The orchestra were absolutely top notch. In addition to every different variety of music, they did some rock and roll songs too with the orchestra, and it was just amazing. I would have paid to go see these shows if I was not on the ship.
Georgia, Georgia, hold it. In whose arms you gotta be, we'll say the last dance story.
The Virtuosa Bar and Lounge always had live music and dancing, and it was quite popular. It looked like a lot of fun. This ship is one of the best we've had to do laundry. This sink is really big, so this new design and this new ship is really big. So we can fit quite a bit of laundry in there, and we just wash with the regular soap that they give. And we hang it up here on the clothesline that they give you in the shower. We did a bunch of socks and underwear earlier. I'm doing a couple pair of jeans and a sweatshirt. Honestly, this stuff dries in like 24 hours. So if you don't need to wear them for 24 hours, they have this special system that takes out the humidity from the showering, and it stays so dry. My husband hung up, he washed 5 t-shirts and a couple polos. He hung them right on this clothesline and on the hangers, and they dried in 24 hours. Then he wrapped them up and put them back in the cupboard. So it's really good for doing laundry because they have no laundry here on the boat except the one you pay for, and it's quite expensive. I found that we don't need it, and we're here for like 32 days, and this works just fine. We're on our way to our new room at deck 10, and it is a balcony. I can't wait to see it.
Prego.
Grazie. Oh,
this.
our luggage is here. That's okay. Oh, here we are. Oh, we have a really big couch. And a bed, obviously. And our balcony. Wow, it's a real unobstructed balcony view. Holy moly. So we actually changed rooms from an inside cabin, which was really inexpensive, to this balcony room, which was much more expensive, but worth it for 3 weeks. And they bring your luggage for you. And we didn't get off the ship today because it was really cold outside. And we've already been to Zeebrugge and Bruges and, you know, a couple times. So they moved everything for us, and here we are in this really nice little suite. Just lovely. And the bathroom is identical to the other rooms. Nice big shower. Actually, really nice cupboard here too. Oh. With a safe and a place to hang everything. We're bringing our luggage in now. Nice sunset here in Zeebrugge from our balcony of our new room for the next 22 days. It's beautiful. It's a little bit snowy here, but clear blue sky, really nice out. You get off the ship and you can take the bus. It's 17 euro to go directly to the city center. You cannot walk this, and they drop you off right in the city center, and you can walk around and see everything. Hamburg is a really beautiful city. Really nice shopping area that the bus drops you off next to. It's really beautiful here. Wow. I mean, look at this view behind me. You have all day to explore the city. The bus ride to and from the port is extremely well organized, and it's quite nice view while you're driving as well. It's totally worth the 17 euro. You cannot walk this at all. After a cold day, people were enjoying one of the other pools on the ship, which is in an atrium. It's an indoor pool, and it has warm water. We're going outside in the 26-degree weather without jackets. Oh my gosh. Ah! There's ice here, honey. course, nobody's out here because it's freezing. There's that cool lounge that we go sit in. It's really nice. The Sky Lounge. At many of these locations, the cruise ship docks right in the heart of the container ship port. So you can't walk it. You have to pay for their shuttle. Rotterdam Cruise Terminal was another really easy one. It lets you off right at the city. And you can do one of two things. You can just walk across the bridge and you're totally in the heart of the city. Or you can just kind of walk across the street and you're at the little tram, and the little tram will take you across the bridge as well for, I think, a couple euro. We actually did that because it was kind of chilly outside. We're in Rotterdam Market Hall, and if you're actually on the ship will drop you right at the market hall, and then you can walk around. I think it's 13 euro per person, but look at this place. Apparently it goes down very, very, very far. Oh my gosh. Don't miss this market. It's a highlight of Rotterdam, and you can eat here. They have amazing food if you choose to do so. Also walkable from downtown are the amazing cube houses. And yes, they are inhabited. People really live in there. You could actually see like furniture when you looked in a window. Amazing architecture. The Mirror on Museum Park was an amazing mirrored structure, and you could see the whole city reflected in it. It was really amazing, and I guess they have this big garden on top. Another amazing piece of architecture, and it was very walkable. Rotterdam was a really, really beautiful city, and the sail away from Rotterdam was probably the most beautiful sail away I've ever seen on a cruise ship. Here's another cool little bar on the promenade with people walking on the screen every day, all day. You don't have to do that. Tonight's event was a free welcome drink because it's basically the start of the 3-week cruise, even though we took a different cruise the week before. So they came around with drinks, and the lobby is full of people. So it's kind of a fun thing to do. Cheers. I am loving everything about this cruise ship. This MSC experience has been so positive and unbelievable. We're at cocktail hour now, free champagne, and I'm loving it. My husband's really enjoying this free cocktail hour. He just got a free martini with an olive. Need I say how awesome this ship is? I love it. Next on the ship, we went to Helios Wine Bar for a teeny little wine tasting, but the experience was nice.
But you can have a South African one that's a Chenin Blanc.
I will try a South African. Where are you from?
I'm from South Africa.
Oh, I have to try South African then.
So what you do, you get a glass, I'll get a glass for you.
All right.
And then you insert your card over here.
In my car? Insert it. Insert it. I've been drinking. I'm a little bit
So you get
handicapped.
the 50 ml or the...
I want the littlest one because,
little one,
like I
okay.
said, I've been drinking.
That's nice.
Ooh, look at that. Oh,
That's a 50 ml.
Oh, you need to serve smaller glasses so this looks like
because
more,
this glass is
right?
a bit more, yes. These are professional wine glasses, real glasses from Austria. They're crystal.
Ooh,
Yes,
lovely.
if you can also see there's lines when you on the glass twists like that. Can you see the lines on the glass?
Yes.
They go down
wow.
like that. Those lines,
Beautiful.
they break down the wine to actually enhance the aromas from the wine.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so, okay, I'm gonna drink it now. I'm gonna drink it with
Where
my
you gonna
friend.
sit?
We are sitting over here. So this was €4. It's just a little taste, but that's okay. Because, hey, I'm here and I'm on the cruise and I'm going for it. So the girl you just saw in the video is from South Africa. So she recommended a South African white wine. So I'm tasting it. Oh, wow. That's really good. Honey, go taste. Take a small taste, though, because if he takes a big taste, it'll be all gone. It's only a little sip. It's so, oh, honey. So good.
So little that you cannot even smell.
Isn't that good? It's really good. And then you get these snacky snacks, which are delicioso. Olives and some kind of nuts and things. I love the ship. This glass that she was talking about earlier, it's so thin and beautiful. I love drinking out of fine crystal. This is a gorgeous glass. They do everything pretty classily on this ship. They really do. They have the best glassware in the restaurants. Definitely a beautiful glass here for wine. This is nice. I have no complaints. We finally made it to Spain and another beautiful port. Today we are in the port city of La Coruna, Spain. So we made it to a bit warmer weather. Oh my gosh, it's 59, I think, which is so much better than 29 and 23. The ship parks right in the heart of the city center, so we don't need any shuttle. We can walk across, and it is very close to everything and just beautiful. And we lucked out. Our balcony is on the side of the ship where we get the nice view. So off we go to explore Spain. We're making our way to the terminal. Super easy terminal, right in the heart of the city. Beautiful, beautiful city to walk around and explore. Unfortunately, we had a rainy day, but we still loved every second of it. This port here in La Coruna is absolutely beautiful. It's very small, and the walkways here, you can walk up and down, and they're just beautiful. So it's really pretty here. After a day of exploring, we went back to the ship. Another beautiful city to sail in and out of. We are pushing away from this beautiful port in La Coruna. What a really, really nice port. Everything's completely walkable. It only rained a little bit. We had a wonderful, wonderful day here. It was great. They have a really nice pool deck on this ship. And even though it's winter, it's a little bit warmer now. But the pool is humongous. It's larger than any other pool we've seen on any other ship. It's really very big and spacious. Next port was Cadiz, another great cruise port that lets you off right in the city. We are in Cadiz, Spain. I'm so excited to be here because this is the oldest town in Europe. So we've got a hop-on, hop-off. This is only €24, and it goes around the whole town for 1 hour. And then we can see where we want to go. We can walk around the rest of the day. The hop-on, hop-off picks you up right in front of the ship, right on the port. So we're sitting in the park waiting for the very last second to go to our boat because we thought that Cadiz was one of the most beautiful cities we've ever been to in our life. It is just stunning. There are places to sit all over, cafes and restaurants, and it doesn't seem crowded at all. I don't know where all the people are, but they're walking around and it just doesn't seem crowded. Beautiful, beautiful city. And we had no idea until we went through the presentation on the boat that Cadiz, Spain, is the oldest city in Europe. And it's very well maintained. They're very proud of their city and their tourism trade. It's a very well maintained city. This is one city that I'm sad to go back to the boat. So we landed in the port of Casablanca, and it's a really big port, and I'm a little sick, as you can see, so Thomas is getting off right now, and he's gonna go check out the city area, and then later we have a tour scheduled because they said it's kind of safer to take a tour, and we're pretty easygoing travelers, but there are some countries and cities that you do want to be a little more cautious in, and I think this is one of them. And it's a really big city. Casablanca is the largest city in Morocco, so and then Marrakesh is the second largest. So you can see our Marrakesh video. We did that a couple years ago. Anyways, so when you get off this ship, as you can see, the dock is really, really long, and they do not provide any kind of shuttle. They say it takes about a half hour to get off the dock. It did take Thomas a half hour to walk it, and I'm telling you, this port is not very accommodating for passengers and tourists. Thomas was not impressed at all when he walked to the little city area. The city tour probably would have been great, but I was really sick, so we didn't go. So that's all I have to report on Casablanca. We had wanted to go to Madeira Island for a long time. The Funchal port was also super, super easy. We decided to rent a car because we knew there was lots to see on this island. It was a 15-minute walk to the rental car. You have the whole day to explore this island and hit all of the sites that they sell you on the ship. And these views on this island are just stunning. Welcome to Madeira Island! This was another highlight of our cruise and of all of our travels. Madeira Island is so well maintained. It's absolutely beautiful. The roads are perfect. And we did it all in one day from the cruise ship. These are the thatch houses in Madeira Island, and they are the most popular attraction on the island. We're going to a restaurant here that's supposed to have really good reviews. Look at this mountain behind us. These cliffs are unbelievable. We had no idea we were in for an amazing traditional Madeira dish. We like to try to do that everywhere we go. We just had that amazing beef skewer. That was a Madeiran traditional dish. And this is passion fruit pudding. Oh my God. Oh, should I taste it? Yum. Oh my God, that was an amazing meal. I can't even tell you, this island is spectacular. Now we're gonna get back in the rental car and get some gas, and then go back and walk around Old Town. After we saw all the sites that we drove to, we dropped the rental car off, and it gave us plenty of time to walk around the city. This island was phenomenal. When we got to Las Palmas cruise port, it was a pretty easy port to navigate. It lets you off right in the city center. We walked around and explored. There are tons of restaurants and shops. There's a hop-on, hop-off, which we later took. It takes you to this beach area. You can also walk to that area as well. The hop-on, hop-off really takes you everywhere. It's a big city, but it covers everywhere. This like Old Town area. They have a market that has all of the food and other goods and things. You can definitely spend your day walking around, but your feet might be sore at the end because it's a pretty big place. But the hop-on, hop-off is a really nice option. It takes you to places that you wouldn't see if you were walking around, though. So just know that. We only got off twice at the hop-on, hop-off. Mainly we just used it as like a nice tour so we could view everything, which we did. Look at these places. They're just gorgeous. And all of this was seen from the bus at this point. This is the beach side of the island with a huge boardwalk that runs for miles, and it's really very nice. From here, we walked back to the ship and enjoyed the sail away. Sailing into Tenerife was really beautiful. It's a very pretty view from the ship. It's about a 20-minute walk off the dock, and there are no taxis until you get to the end. Welcome to Tenerife. Follow the blue line. When we got to the end of the dock, we grabbed a taxi to the airport, and we rented a car from there. We drove ourselves to all the sites on the island. We stopped in the town of San Cristobal, which was close to the airport, which is where we rented our car. And we're gonna walk around and see a little bit of what's here. It's Sunday and everything is closed, so probably just some coffee shops and restaurants hopefully will be open, and a few touristy things. Otherwise, so far it's really pretty. My husband found a gluten-free bakery. This bakery had everything. It rivaled what we have in Italy, except it had empanadas and pastries and all sorts of savory stuff too. It was amazing. We finished exploring San Cristobal and then we headed on the road again, and the views were just stunning. We went up and down hills like I had never seen. This island is really big. That's an interesting tunnel. Wow. I love this. Look at this. This is so cool. We're driving through Puerto Santa Cruz, and it totally reminds us of Panama. I don't know if these are resorts. I think they're actually condos and stuff, but maybe, you can rent them out. And it's really pretty. This was the Loro Park area. It had an old town and plenty of shopping and touristy stuff, of course. This is called Loro Park. And it had this coastline that was just beautiful with a nice boardwalk and a little square and shops and restaurants all around. It was a very, very nice area. If you stayed in a hotel there, you'd be very comfortable, I think. We didn't have a ton of time to explore, but next we were back in the car and we were on our way to the national park to see the volcano area. The drive was beautiful and stunning. I can't use the word enough, stunning. And we went up this mountain and there were pine trees and we got higher and higher and the views were unbelievable. We were on top of the world, literally. And then down into this volcanic area. So this is the Teide National Park and volcano, which you can see the very tip of the volcano there. And this is about 9,000 feet. And it's a beautiful drive and you feel like you're on the moon. Again, another volcano on this island. There's the volcano, you can see it quite nicely. There's the cable car to go up. We didn't go on the cable car, but you could certainly make time to do it if you wanted to. Next stop was Roques de Garcia. These interesting rock formations made of lava that were very, very unique. This was just a short drive through the national park on the way back down the mountain, and you have a nice view of the volcano from here as well. So we went back down the mountain. Look at these clouds. This view is stunning. Again, a stunning view. This is the beach and region of Playa del Americas. And it has a boardwalk and tons of restaurants. And although we don't have time to explore the whole thing, this is supposed to be where all the partying is and the beaching. And although the shore is very volcanic-y, there's still sand to lay out in. So interesting. Nice place. You could definitely spend a week on this island. There's so much to see and do. But unfortunately, we had one day on a cruise ship. But let me tell you, it's so worth it to rent a car. We saw everything that was on the lists of things to see when they sold the excursions. So I don't feel like we missed out on anything, really. We made our way back to the airport, enjoying the views again along the way, and then a taxi back to the ship. And we had a full, amazing day. And all there was left to do was enjoy sail away. The Arrecife Lanzarote cruise port was another easy one. However, you cannot walk it, but they had taxis right out front. So we took one to a neighboring town and we rented a car. And this is an island you need to rent a car on. The roads are excellent. The terrain on this volcanic island is nothing like anything we'd ever seen ever. All of the buildings are white, so it's a nice contrast. And there are wine groves all over. And look how unique they are. It's so interesting. They build these barriers with the volcanic rock, and they have one wine plant at a time in this area, and it's just mind-blowing. This place is so beautiful. So we headed to Timofeia National Park to see what that was all about. It was one of the places that the excursions took you on the boat. When you rent a car on most of these islands, you can easily go to all of the places that the excursions take you. As you can see, there were lots of people here, and this is a place where there's still some volcanic heat and activity, and then they activate this big geyser for you. They have a coffee shop and a gift shop, and there's restrooms up there, so it's an attraction, and we didn't pay for it. We just paid for our rental car. The next attraction is the camel rides. We are not into the camel rides at all, but we stopped over and I took some video and we watched them load the people on, and it was actually quite interesting. Nothing that I would be interested in doing, however, but it's an excursion also. So we hit 2 major excursions in one trip, and it was very interesting to watch. I kind of feel sorry for the camels, though. Then the best part, driving around through more of this incredible wine country. It's just beautiful. I mean, look at this. We've never seen anything like this in our lives. And this whole island is full of volcanic wineries, and it's a wine region. So we stopped at this one winery, and we did some wine tasting. It was very beautiful in there.
Different flavors.
Wow, it's really good. This island of Lanzarote is unbelievable. We are in the wine region, which is the most unique thing we have ever seen. And honestly, there's lava everywhere on this whole island. And I guess the wine thrives in it. And we just tasted 5 different wines that are local. And these are what the wineries look like. They go on and on up in the volcanic mountains and hills. We have to come back here. We have to. Don't miss this island. But if you're on a cruise ship, make sure you rent a car, because you'll kind of miss this stuff or pay a lot for the tours. So from there, we drove around and we went to the other side of the island where it was more beachy. And look at this. There's such interesting stuff on this island, these views. And they're very proud of their camels, apparently. We went to some resort area that had some really nice beaches and places that people actually go and stay on that side. And we just soaked in these views as we drove. We're in the area near the beach with all of the resorts right now. We're going to go find the main beach in a minute, but here's a little boardwalk. It's nice. So as you can see, a lot of the coastline is very volcanic, obviously, because it's a volcano island. However, there's nice boardwalks and the beachy area, and then here in a little bit I'm going to show you some actual sandy beach down at the end there. But there's no end to the beauty. It's just so pretty, and lots of restaurants and shops and things, so you don't really miss out on any of the touristy stuff. Welcome to Lanzarote, the Spanish island of the Canarians. So we drove around to more of these beachy towns. We followed the coast back to our city where we rented our rental car. And you could see some resorts were just being built. They've got a beautiful boardwalk, a nice square. I mean, this place was really beautiful. The whole island, beautifully manicured, no traffic. It was just a gorgeous, gorgeous drive. You could easily get an Airbnb if you need one here, stay at the beach. So we meandered our way through all of these little beach towns back to our rental car return. Then we grabbed a cab and it took us straight back to the ship right on the dock. This island was magnificent. Next stop was Lisbon, Portugal. This is our view of the city of Lisbon. It's a bit foggy outside. I don't know what is to come. Very pretty terminal here in Lisbon. The hop on and hop off are right outside the terminal. The Lisbon terminal was bigger than most, but it was really easy. It's right in the heart of the city center, so the second you get off the ship, you're right here, and you can walk to a portion of the town, but this town is humongous. So after we walked around the main area where the boat drops you off, we decided that we would do the hop on, hop off so that we could see everything. And I mean, this city is humongous. It was a little large for my liking and very busy, but it was really, really nice. And the hop on, hop off dropped you everywhere. So you could choose to get off or get on. We often just take it around once. And then if we have time, which you do when you get dropped off for a day at the cruise ship port, then we take it around a second time and decide where we want to stop. So this is the famous bridge that was built by the same man who built the bridge in San Francisco, the San Francisco Bay Bridge. And it was quite a nice sight to see. And when you took the hop on, hop off, you got to see it very well. So the bus meandered to historical locations, this beautiful palace museum, all over, places you could not hit on foot. It went through the marina area, and there's this monument here. Back under the bridge, through the old town area. I just love these little cable cars they have all over the city. They're so cute. And there's lots of parks, and it's just a beautiful city. Lots of monuments. The roads, again, were nice, but I would not want to maneuver the roads with a rental car at all. The hop on, hop off was a pretty safe bet to take you all over the city and show you what you needed to see. The architecture in this city is beautiful. Look at this building. I mean, it's just amazing. Beautiful artwork. This is the local transportation hub. I believe you get the buses and trains. This is the newer part of the city. There's like the old part and the new part. And you see it all on the hop on, hop off. It's really worth it. So we decided to hop off the bus and we walked around the downtown area. Okay, we're trying port wine because they're known for their port wine in Portugal. We wanted to try a few local things at least, so we did try the port wine, and of course it was good. We walked around a little more in depth to see what the city was really like, and then we headed back to the ship. We can say nothing bad about this ship for this ship review. I mean, this whole experience was excellent. We would definitely take this ship again. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and ring the bell so you can be notified of our new content.
Hey, check out our merch store with our logo and cool travel designs. All of our clothes are made with 100% cotton or organic cotton, all colors and sizes. Tees, tanks, hoodies, and more, along with accessories like mugs, glasses, cell phone cases, and masks. Please support our channel and get some cool merch. Store link in the description.